So, YouTube, I'm going to start off by asking you a few questions for this video. I'm going to change it up a little bit. Are you or somebody you know a little bit recoil sensitive? Bruising in the shoulder, you have a small child who you want to take hunting, so you need to give them a round that is ballistically capable to provide the terminal performance to kill an animal. Or something like that. Or are you a competitive shooter and you want to mitigate some of that recoil a little bit so that you can have faster times? Alright, so those are some questions I want you to keep in mind. I had never heard of Kahntrol Solutions muzzle brake until I got into competitive shooting. I started shooting competitively and I started noticing these guys winning. And of course I wanted to use what those guys were using. So I started talking to them. I became friends with some of them and said, hey, what are you using for this? What are you using for that? And I found a few of them were using Kahntrol Solutions muzzle brakes. And I was like, So I started trying them out and I ended up winning one at a match, a Kahntrol Solutions muzzle brake gift certificate. So I ordered my first Kahntrol brake, I slapped it on my 3-gun rifle, and I started placing a little bit better. Is it because of the brake? I don't know. But then I put a Kahntrol Solutions muzzle brake on my 6.5 Creedmoor because I built this gun that was it was my gift to myself for the deployment that I was just on this past year. I told myself that I was going to build a rifle, and as far as the gun was concerned, I wanted to put the best of the best, what I consider to be the best of the best products on this gun. So I used like a Criterion barrel, a Magpul PRS stock, a LaRue MBT trigger, stuff like that, stuff that, not cheap stuff. And of course a Kahntrol Solutions muzzle brake. Because I consider them to be the best of the best. And yeah, it worked. It worked awesome. But I wasn't really sold on Kahntrol Solutions muzzle brakes until I got to know Jeremy Kahn, the owner, a little bit better. Phenomenal dude, just a great guy, awesome guy. And like me, he lives, eats, breathes, sleeps shooting stuff, like shooting, ballistics, calculations, all this stuff. Like he is truly a master at the craft. Me and him, whenever we sit and talk, it could take hours. So we meet up every couple weeks and just hang out and talk or whatever. So me and him shot a match together recently, and we were talking about his muzzle brakes, of course, and he had mentioned a 300 Win Mag that sold more brakes than anything else. And I was like, because my first thought whenever I hear 300 Win Mag is, ouch, ow, my shoulder. I know, I'm a bitch to recoil, I guess. 300 Win Mag to me is just very uncomfortable to shoot whenever you're shooting it in a light gun with no muzzle device. So he hands me his 300 Win Mag with his Kahntrol brake on it, and I shot it, and it was the most comfortable 300 Win Mag I've ever shot in my life. It was so comfortable, in fact, that I told him that I was going to go buy a 300 Win Mag. I never even thought about buying a 300 Win Mag before this. I told him I was going to buy a 300 Win Mag, and if he would give me one of his muzzle brakes to put on it. And he was like, okay. So right after the match, I went out and I went and bought me a Remington Model 770 with a scope on it. No name scope. I have no idea what brand that is. But I went over to Jeremy's house and we put the clamp-on brake on it. And I put a Kahntrol Solutions sticker on the gun, just so everybody knows this is 100% a Kahntrol rifle. That is what this gun is for. I bought this gun just so that I could demonstrate this product to people the way that it was demonstrated to me, because you can hear about it all day long about how, oh yeah, this reduces recoil 70%, this reduces recoil 80%, blah 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 blah. You can hear it all day long. Put this gun in your hands, put Jeremy's 300 Win Mag in your hand, put a 338 Lapua in your hands with one of his brakes on it, and you're going to be a believer. You're going to pull that trigger and you're going to go, okay, I have to have one of these. So if you ever see me at a match, specifically a PRS match or something like that, ask me if I have this gun with me. I most likely will, because Jeremy isn't giving me anything for this. I believe in the product that much that I want to promote for him because he's a friend of mine. And his shit works. So that makes it even better. Not like your friend who you haven't talked to since high school who's trying to get you involved in a pyramid scheme on Facebook. This is like some real shit. He handed it to me and it was a fucking game changer. Roll footage.
I'm good.
Alright, so I've got a 300 Win Mag right now, Remington 700, with the Kahntrol Solutions muzzle brake on it. I think that's the Hex mod. That's the Hex mod. 300 Win Mag. I'm shooting right here. I'll run 3. Target is 300 yards. I can see my impact. Alright, hold what you got, keep filming. There. Shoot it like a pistol. You don't need to stop. Alright. This is where it's my face. You know, I trust you, right?
Come on, freehand.
Get your eye up there. Come on. What, are you scared?
Well, that's where that relief was with the stop.
That's it. That's awesome, my man. Alright, so I've got my Remington 770 in 300 Win Mag with a Kahntrol Solutions clamp-on muzzle device and my Kahntrol Solutions sticker. I've dubbed this the Kahntrol rifle. So anyway, it is chambered in 300 Win Mag. Very unpleasant round for most people. Let's see if my camera is actually focusing. Yeah, a very unpleasant round to shoot recoil-wise most of the time. And this is actually the very first round I ever fired through this gun. Got that brake on. Let's real whirl. That action feels like ass. All right, let's see. Nothing. I wish I could show you guys what this feels like. Maybe if I shoot it like this. It's it kicks about like my 6.5 Creedmoor, or maybe even a little bit less. It's unreal the difference that muzzle brake makes on a 300 Win Mag. This gun, I don't know how much it weighs. Let's just call it 10 pounds. You know, that's insane. That. Let's load up a few more of these big old 300 Win Mag. Normally, if you had a sub 10 pound 300 Win Mag, you'd shoot it once and go, you know what? Not for me. Still working it in. All right. Comfortable. Comfortable. That's the best way I can describe it. Here's what I'm going to do. Show y'all how much I trust this product. This scope that came on the gun from the factory, it's got a real short eye relief and a real small eye box. I'm going to get up on this scope and I'm going to shoot it because I trust this product. Nothing. I'm gonna shoot this thing like a pistol. All right. It's kind of heavy. It's like 10 pounds, like I said. I guess I'm kind of a girl. All right. You know what I got? Got one left. One more 300 Win Mag. This is more pleasant to shoot, in my opinion, than most 308s. The only exception to that is if the 308 has a Kahntrol Solutions muzzle device on the end of it. All right, this is my sister Brienne. Brienne, how much do you weigh?
120.
120 pounds. All right, this is the Kahntrol rifle, the 300 Win Mag. I'm gonna load it up right now. Okay. All right. Aim lower. Aim lower. Go for it.
Whoa! That's so cool.
All right, baby. You excited to shoot the new Kahntrol rifle?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna reveal something to you. This right here is the bullet that gun shoots. It's a 300 Win Mag. You don't want to shoot it now? Okay. I want you to shoot it anyway because that device on the end of the gun right there, that makes it to feel like it's not bad at all. Okay?
Okay, but have you seen the bullet?
Yes, I have. All right.
It looks like a bomb.
It's not a bomb. It's a 300 Win Mag. All right. All right. So I just want you to point it at that berm over there and flip it over onto fire. And are you scared?
What?
You look terrified.
Yeah.
All right.
Are you sure it's not a bomb?
I'm sure. Just flip it over to fire and shoot it. Shoot it at that berm. Don't be so scared of it.
Am I standing right?
Yeah, you're doing fine. You're so scared. Oh, now just shoot the damn thing. What'd you think?
That wasn't bad at all.
You thought it was going to be a lot worse, didn't you?
Oh, heck, it looked like a darn bomb. Whoa. Oh.
This gun is so pleasant to shoot, I figure I'll just finish off the box. I was only going to shoot 10 rounds through it, but only thing that's unpleasant is that action. All right. Smells good. Got one left. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know I sure did because, like I say, that thing is a pleasure to shoot. Anyway, Hey C494 out.